All right, so with our symmetry, top, bottom, left, right, front, back, show your work. I like to label it just because I'm that kind of person. So top, bottom, I'm going to go, for the bottom, it's 3 times 8, but we're looking at 2 of them, so I'll times it by 2. Then I get my number. Okay, 3 times 8 is 24, times 2, please help. 48? Okay, good. Left and the right, what do we have? So left and right, we're looking at the 2 and the 8. Okay, so 2 times 8 is 16, and we got 2 of them, so it gives us a total of 32. Yeah, 32. Front and the back. So front and the back, we're looking at 3 by 2. Notice the 2 dimensions all the way at the back of the object, but you have to bring it to the front because those are the same lines. Okay, and that's where you got to be careful when you're doing this stuff. So 3 times 2 is 6, and double it is 12. Then you can add them all up, get a total. 8 and 2 is 10, 12, carry your 1. Or you guys do that differently, I think. 4 and 3 is 7, 8, 9. Don't use your calculator. Okay, so 92 centimeters squared. Is there another way to do this? Absolutely, right? What you could have done is you could have got these numbers here, 24, 16, and 6, added up for a total, and then multiply that by 2, right? So there's different ways of doing it. I'm not going to say, this is the way, no other way works. Your choice, okay? Any questions? Make sure you get all the pieces. That's the key. Get all the pieces. That way you're not going to miss out and be short on any numbers. Next. Any questions? You guys have, this is notes you guys have, right? Yeah, okay, good. Okay, example number 2. You're trying to make a jewelry box, 10 long, 5 wide, 3 high. So, art by Barker. You guys draw the front first. Makes it easy. Okay. You then have the lines going back and try and keep the lines equal distance apart. That would be parallel. Okay. And then you can connect your lines. And remember, in art, you sometimes have to erase and adjust so it looks just perfect, like mine. Ooh la la, look at that. I tell you, I should be an art teacher. No one can draw a rectangular prism like I. Neither can I, but I can draw a rectangular prism. Okay. We'll start with the front, okay, Bullfrog? Start with the front and then do the lines back. Trust me. So, 10, 5, 3. Numbers in the right spot. Go for it. Find the area. Yeah, it should be square inches on that one. $190 square inches. Does that sound right? Yes. Okay. Any questions? Be prepared. Right, I can give you a word problem, not a diagram. So it'll be a simpler one though. Okay, but you got to be able to create the shape and then go from there. All right. Next one, surface area of a triangular prism. So talking about symmetry again, there are 5 faces in total, or 5 sides. 2 congruent. What does congruent mean? It's a same or equal, right? It's one of those fancy math words that we try and use so that English people are confused. Okay, so 2 congruent triangular bases, 3 rectangular faces. They can all be different, but may be the same. Always assume that they're different. Maybe. Good writing. May be same. Okay. Don't assume that they're same because I always going to throw one at you that are different. So for the triangulars, what's the area for a triangle? Base times height divided by 2. And how many are there? 2. So you got to times it by 2 somewhere. Yes, they cancel. Did you guys see that? These two 2's will cancel. Right? Because you're dividing and then multiplying. But I would like you to start with the formula the long way so you know what you're doing. Okay, so start with it the long way and work cancel it later on. Okay, so find that area. So 12 feet squared, okay, or square feet. What's the value of this line right here? Okay, good. Do we need that in finding the surface area of the triangles? No, because base and height join at 90 degrees. Okay. What's the special name for 5, that side? Yep. Yeah, the hypotenuse. Okay, we'll have to calculate that sooner or later, but not right now. Just wanted to bring that up because that's a really important thing for grade 9, 10 math, the hypotenuse. Okay, 3 rectangles. Rectangle 1, 4 times something. Rectangle 2 will be 3 times something. And rectangle 5 will be 5 times something. So knowing that measurement is 5 is really important, because all the rectangles touch that. Okay, 132 square feet, is that right? Okay, good. Any questions about that? Am I showing less work now? Yeah, I am, right? But am I showing all my work? Yeah, I am too. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, next page. Okay. I think you guys are okay not to do the triangle prism again. Is that all right? Okay, let's go to the next one. This one here. Now we're just finding the surface area. So what's not going to get included? Yep.
The triangle?
Triangle, no, that's on the outside. It'll be included, right? Because the triangle's right here. It's on the outside. But what's on the inside? Yeah? Yeah, the square, the rectangle. Right here where they touch. So where they're touching, it's not getting included. So there's actually 2 of them. There's one on the top, and there's one from the rectangle. So there's one from the triangular pyramid, and one from the rectangular pyramid. Now we do some weird stuff, or we're going to do some weird stuff, and we'll kind of do things a little bit differently. And you're like, what's going on? There's reasons for it. But when you get a simple shape right here, right? The bottom and the top touch. So when they touch, and they overlap perfectly, just don't include them. Okay? So I'd find the surface area of all the sides, all of them. Just make sure you have them included. That's all. That's all you want to do. Don't include what you don't need. Because if I put this shape, if these were glued together, and I put them in paint, where they're touching, is that going to get painted? It won't get painted, right? So it's not part of the surface area. The diagram makes it look like it's there. Okay. Don't forget about the bottom, unless I say it's like a house that's on the ground, include the bottom for this. We want to imagine that this shape is a We want to imagine the shape is suspended in the air, so the bottom's always included. Unless it's a word problem where it says the house is on the ground, how much to paint it? We wouldn't paint where it touches the ground. But that's different. This is a three-dimensional object, it's suspended, the bottom counts. Go, finish that one up. Yep. Let's have a look. So 5 times 10 is times 3.
Just 3 sides, right?
Right. So what's the dimension of this side? That's right. There's not 3 equal. That's all different. You gotta be careful because what I do is I say the same, and I switch off to the different again. Okay. So you really watch your numbers. One second. Did you get that? Good. Okay. So total of 708 square feet. One thing that's interesting is on the bottom, whoops. On the bottom right here, it's just the bottom, not the bottom and the top, right? Because I'm not going to include this piece that's covered up. Hands up if you got that. Good. Okay. Yeah, what's up?
I did this, and this.
Yeah.
Now, would you like me to do this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So turn the sheet over. You're gonna have your homework. It's actually 4 pages. So it starts right here. These 4 you're just gonna whiz through real quick, and then these ones, and then you have one more, I believe, one more page of some more simple ones. Okay. How much time do we have?
What's this page?
Yeah, you guys have 35 minutes, 35 minutes. That's the answers. So, can you see that percent? Thanks, Olga.
So technically we have 3 pages of homework.
Yeah. Okay, eyes up here. Let's make sure we're clear. First page and second page. First, second, you don't have answers for. Then you get to this third page. You find that third page. It's a little bit bigger looking. Okay. Then if you turn that over, you do have the answers. Okay. You do have the answers. For the answers though, I obviously put this together a little bit weird. On the top, it says page 2. Just cross that off. I'm not sure where that's from. Okay, it's asking something different. So then you have the answers down below, and they should be correct. Any questions? We'll go over the answers to the front ones in this before you leave. So just know what to do. Sure, straightforward. Which threes? For you. All right.
Shut up. Dude, they're like diamonds. Rectangular, back the broader. I can't do it. Yeah, no. 100. What? 200. It's not 140. No, it's 20, 40, and 40. I haven't even measured it up yet, and I knew it. I haven't done it yet. Over 80. Hold up. Oh, actually. We'll start with the top and bottom. Yeah. I gotta do this more. 7. Yeah. Yeah. 8 times 2 is 96. Divided by 2 is 48. So 96 is 2. No. Six times 8 divided by 2. 6 times 8 divided by 2. That's 48. Yes. That's not true. What? Not true. Yeah, that is. No, 8 times 5. 40. No. 6 times 5. Yo. What's 4? No, 4 times 2. No, 132. So it's 6 times 5 times. I didn't 4 times. So 3 times 4 times 2 no, and divide by 2. Oh yeah, divide by 2. And this is 12. It's just 12. And then 4 times 5. No. Yeah, 4 times 5, 5 rectangle. And 4 plus 20 is 40. Oh. We did that one once. No, that's in the front. What's this? 4 times 4. 4 times 4, we missed that one.
Yeah, what's up? Five.
Or not, no. I mean, why did you confuse?
4 times 3 is 12. I did that one first.
Ooh, no, volume it would work for upper surface area. The problem is that because this line's at an angle, right? It's not going to quite work. Yeah. Yeah, for volume it would work for upper surface area. Yeah. What are you thinking though? Hello. No, because it's 8 times 10 is the bottom. Top is not included. No top. So it's just 10 times 8, no 2. No.
I've done all the work and I wanted to know if there's anything I can do in my spare time.
Yes. Chill. Chit chat. Make some connections.
Can't do that in everyone else.
Well, figure something out.
For this one, it's an open top
Yeah.
box. Would you have to double the?
See, that's where you gotta be careful because you can't double it at the end. What you gotta do is do that in the middle, right? Because there's a left and a right, front and a back, which needs doubling, but not on top and the bottom. So you just have front and back times 2, left and right times 2, plus the bottom. So that's why you can't double dance. Okay?
Look at the next one. It's like the one in the front, but what's more confusing?
Look at that. I bet you were more than yesterday. You were just like, I'm reading. And you slid.
Yeah, but times 2 and then divide by 2.
Just like doing this to yourself. If you know what I mean.
582. 80 plus 140 plus 112 plus 160 is 90. Oh, I can't do it when clicking.
All my life, my dad's like, you're bored. And I'm like, I'm not 12 years old.
I'm bored.
Oh, that's really fast. They should have gone into like the theater crowd. The devil.
Six times 10 and yeah. Yeah, it's right after the one.
You're great man.
What did you get? What did you get? What percent did you have in here? Did you say something? No, because they came over for the exam.
What'd you get in the middle?
Same, just for post-op.
How did you do in math? What did you get in math? I saw meals with some bees. Yeah, decisions that like bees. A's. If someone comes to you and says, wait, where's the top part that's in the middle of the day? Okay, because they don't like A's. They like A's. Did you know Asian without A's sin?
Oh, it's open. It's safe.
One, two.
No,
No, Leo.
It
You're
was on
way
the
off.
top.
Yeah, but for Q rectangles, because your Q rectangle base should be 160 plus 90.
Wait, the two rectangles are 10 and 10.
No, there's 10 and 8. Oh.
Stupid numbers confuse me.
Two's a bit odd to have, right?
Yeah.
3's 11:05. Just gonna focus on what is that like that? I usually like to come in slow.
I can.
It's 10:45. It's 10:45.
I always like to check.
I thought.
Logan, where'd you check for the time?
You checked my phone.
You don't have a phone.
Oh, I don't really care to check.
Same thing.
Keelan. Can you have a plan?
Keelan?
Yes.
Wait, guys.
So annoying.
Where's number 9?
582.
How? I got 92.
582.
Off by 10. But I'm dyslexic. What's happening right here?
You wrote it down before.
582, Leo.
582.
I know.
Girls.
I know.
Good job, Leo.
She said it's like
Oh. Yeah, but then I changed it to 582 and then I erased
Did
it.
it add up to 92?
Yeah.
You too. Sorry, no one.
Keelan's Newfoundlandish.
Called Ireland. My parents,
Never mind. You guys have books in English already? First, I had to go the portable. I had to go from portable 8, which is way beside new beginnings, and get all the way up here. I came in just before.
I had a portable in grade 7, but that was grade 8.
That's behind me. You made it here like just after me too. You made it here just after me. You must have booked it.
Yeah, I did. I got like 10%.
Yasmin. Sorry, spell it please.
YASMIN.
Y-A-S.
MIN.
Sorry, Yasmin. Good.
I think Leo's is the hardest to spell.
Good name spelling. What was you?
30 plus 24.
Cool. And so you like this much.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, alright, no problem. But so, it's not your
No. If I make it to the NFL, I want to change it.
No way.
Yeah, both first going in the back corner of LinkedIn.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay.
Your name's actually
Nine.
okay, sweet.
I know that Logan. I know Nathan. I call him Nathan. But I told him that he called me. I didn't go for it. Was the
Somebody wants to go by a nickname, they can go by that. Use nicknames? Yeah. Just Lee. You can just be Lee. Yeah. Remember when nicknames were like longer than somebody's actual name?
Logan, whenever you grab something, that's
I was sweating.
she was like
So hungry.
like guys.
What is that?
You know what I mean?
Oh, I understand. Do you know the wrong answer?
Fine, I have one question.
No, what you got last week was 614. I put down
No.
You said a sample.
the one I was talking.
Leo.
Well, that's not cake. Yeah, because I helped you with every answer. Yes. Why are you here?
Thanks,
Oh,
Amy.
come on, yeah. No, yes, no,
What?
Don't you send me
I do
in Canada. It doesn't have to be in Canada, just like now you really scared away from that.
Artemis and you, yes. Artemis and you. Brothers? Yeah, probably one of the few.
What is it? I don't know what to say. Dangerous? Things that tell me to do that. Why? If I want
Do I got everyone on the list? Oh, no, I don't. Family,
Is this like the season plan now?
yeah. Me, y'all done? You done? Keelan, Logan, Yasmin, Noah, Farhad, Nado, Ray, Vic, Keegan, Dustin. Yeah. What position you play, Dustin? That's what you're doing. You don't have an important position.
Not really.
Yeah.
All right.
What did you get in the last one? I went through. Oh my god, I got 10. No, I like the
The other person, just kidding. It's hard.
Okay, get your homework done. So those 4 sheets we talked about. Looking at surface area of rectangular prisms, triangular prisms. Okay, make sure you use symmetry and don't include pieces that shouldn't be included. See you tomorrow.
No, we're all meeting we're all meeting
Absolutely, I have no problem with that. Yeah.
And your workspace template and like do you have to put the processor or
No, there's several different ways of showing that. Don't worry, you can use the multiplication sign
unless
if
you
you
get
want.
the
If it's a circle, yes, but that won't be for today's sheet, okay? Yeah, but if it's just a circle or circular shape work, then yes, that's correct. And it's important more for next year rather than this year.
When we're doing something in Allie is leaving.
Yes. Absolutely.
I signed, no, I came back to that.
So, you play this week or not? It's a game Saturday. It's fine. Play 12 years. I barely been going on. Who cares? They're the hated rivals. Yes.
You said there were 4 pages.
Oh, it's actually 3 plus the the answers.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
I always include that 4th page, otherwise you guys don't look at answers. That's why I just do that.
For the following students, please come to the office. Cynthia Stewart, Tregan Matheson, Nita Bradley, Kanab Kalia, Devin Cudmore. Thank you.
See you later. Whole world.
Get out of your car. Where are you sitting? I'm going to take your spot.
Hey.
Where should I go?
Yeah, so then you're going, what's a block or a decab?
Yeah.
You're going to A block, so next you'll go to the gym with Mr. Mitchell.
Okay,
He's a
now-
shorter teacher with the white hair.
Okay.
And then after that, you go to English.
Okay, that's English. After that,
Yeah, okay?
Where's the closest plaza on my career?
Like, I know that. Like, I know that.
Wait, what?
Like, I know that. I don't know.
You're a teacher. I just thought you.
Hey, I know I'm extremely brilliant, but I'm not your personal chef. Make like a tree and get lost. That's why I say it. It's supposed to make like a tree and leave.
Probably eating up his food. You know what?
Yeah. What's up? You need help. What's
Just
going on?
like we understand it all. It's just that the second method to find the LCM, we have no
Oh,
idea.
just use one. Whatever's working, just use that. Yeah.
Because the second page says use method 2. We're
Oh,
like,
okay. I did say it, mention it in class. Sorry about
and then
that.
I tried to
The
look
second
at
method's
and the
like,
video wasn't working. And then then I googled it. Yeah, I did. It worked for me.
so like the second method is to get your prime factors of your numbers. And just say, okay, now my GCF is going to be 2 times 3 squared. And then my LCM is going to be 2 squared times 3 cubed. Okay, but it's not mandatory. Don't worry about that, okay? Okay, I'll bring it up in class.
I'm just not gonna do that. We'll figure it out. Thanks, Mark.
Yep. Hey, what's up?
I didn't figure out how to do this one in description.
Okay, we'll go over in class and go from there, okay? This one is really tricky. We didn't talk about that at all. It's kind of working backwards, so you should be able to get that one. Okay?
Also, with these ones, I somehow find the answer because I just crunched the numbers together, but
Yeah.
I didn't really understand how to do it. Like, I understood this page, but I didn't really understand how to get the LCM.
Okay, for this one, the LCM, you gotta include all the factors, use the highest exponent.
Okay, what if it's like,
And if you don't get it, don't worry about it, because you can always go back and do that. Okay? So don't worry about it too much.
what if it's like that? That they both have the same exponent.
They're not, because on the 2, you use 2 squared. For the 3, you use 3 cubed for the LCM.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Before your class, right?
Yep.
I were at football.
I think.
You wearing glasses in football? Oh, it's that strength that I took them off.
No, it doesn't. Oh, thank you know what you're going to do?
This is signed in, right? Yeah, okay.
Do you want one? No, I'm good, thank you. Hold on. We need to invest in a microwave sponsor.
I eat cold food all the time. No big deal. Are you wanting to watch the Bateman film, Coach?
Want to run through quickly on the prep?
Okay, we can do that too.
We'll just run through, won't stop and just pointing things out from practice film, and then we'll put the Bateman film on. Get all what we're at again. We didn't get a chance to watch this when we were at the coaches meeting.
This is yesterday's.
Yeah, we got to make sure we jump right in there. We don't have a lot of
The
bodies.
following students, please report to the office.
We need
Dan
a
Clicina, Noel
scout team right
Faulkner,
away.
Vinnie Barsois, Nav Cowan, Harshdeep Gill, Alex Wushin, Slola
Great
McRae, Rob Keeson, Keenan McGilvery, Hunter Struthers.
So House, you gotta
Providence
get more
Diane.
square, and
Thank you.
you gotta get to his outside shoulder. Aim for his outside shoulder, not his inside.
You guys, if she just called your name, we gotta go to the office. Go.
They're gonna send you home now. Don't miss any practice time doing it. Go home and hustle home during lunch.
Navi said he was dropping off his car, so he's gonna be a few minutes late too. Yeah, that was better there, McGregor. A lot of these, we don't seem to get the full clip.
Who filmed it?
Yeah, it's very choppy too. So.
You wanna,
No, I know. I watched it yesterday. It was fine too. That's the Rams coach.
yeah. You gotta be close to your blockers, okay? But our backs right now, we're far away from it, and you're gonna find that the defenders are gonna come off their blocks and tackle you before you get there.
Facing the other way here. This is the Rams again. This is a good. This is a better one. Okay, you can see everyone's coming down. The kick out. James is hustling downfield.
Exactly. See, we're coming the other way now, so you gotta. Not the best angle for us.
It's also very choppy.
Head up now. Head up, Mike.
Try to throw the corner here to Clovis. Houston. The Jet.
Golda.
See, that was good.
Could Mrs. Britton please contact the office? Mrs. Britton?
Browns.
That's why we gotta, the tight end, you gotta try to get around the DN. It's hard because it's, I mean, once we run zone, you're gonna force them to play a little differently, okay? Now the end can't be that far outside. Why? He's gonna get pushed way out of the play. So they're gonna probably go to more of a Alberta type of defense that we faced last Friday, right? Where they bring that end in closer. And once they bring the end in closer, then we've got the Browns. Browns is easy because you just release outside, Jake, spin the linebacker, you pitch it, we're fine. A little bit harder for the tight end to get that guy, but they'll have a lot of difficulty on the zone to start with.
Really sell that zone, that initial step, right?
Yeah.
Because James, you're going right after your guy. Just step inside and then bucket, right? even though he's wide, right? Just take a step to your left and then buck it back.
Attention all grads, if you ordered a sweat top last year, they're available in the counseling center, or excuse me, they're available in the library. This will be the last time they're available. So grads, if you do need your grad sweats that you ordered in June, please see Mr. Lee in the library now. Thank you.
So we're coming the other way here. So make sure we get the pitch right on him, right? You shouldn't be jumping up for it.
Yeah, that's something to our left. We're still a little bit.
I don't know why we don't get it off.
You have to strive for consistency, guys. There's no sense running a race play and running two duds. You got to be consistent. You guys have three first. Everyone needs to bring home tonight.
So again, get the pitch down, right?
Yeah, that'll be a key play for us, pack Philly, because we want to see that backer's not coming out that far. Calvin's right out there, so if the backer's out there, you can run the zone.
Yeah, that Zelda will be good.
Zelda, they can't stop the Zelda. If Calvin's out there, you don't even, he's not really a backer at all. I suspect they'll try to cheat it back inside, then we can run our Zelda J, pack Philly, anything weak.
So House, you still got to move more laterally there, right? You're on his inside shoulder. You got to move to square on that guy.
As long as you guys step with the right foot and be aggressive, we got the Zorro Zelda. But you got to be aggressive and step with the right foot, like Coach says. The Houston should be automatic. We should be able to throw that at will. If it steps, throw it, catch it, get upfield. Shouldn't be difficult. What's up?
Rams.
Good Tim. James, good job again up there. Yeah, the wheel, it should be there.
DW.
Make sure you don't, receivers do not stop running. The ball will be hit, you should get hit right in stride.
Pack Philly.
Bengals. Okay, Bengals, it's okay there. Was it a bit behind or not?
No, that was fine. That was a good pitch.
Hey, we're going to go through, like in practice today, a lot of our short yardage stuff, so we'll run our wedges. We still had a problem on our exchange on wedge last game, and we have to clean that up. For short yardage, we got to make sure we're getting the first down or the touchdown, wherever the case may be. We should be able to wedge it for short yardage.
Backs, try to sell that mesh a little more. Okay, don't get lazy on play action. Try to sell the mesh a little bit more, right? Like the fake.
Yeah.
Because that's going to hold that linebacker and allow Jake to get a lot more open.
You guys, the back, you keep your shoulders low. That's the key. there's only a certain height that the defense can see at, right? Everything else is kind of a maze. If the shoulders are up, they'll see you don't have it. But if it's down,
See right here, I mean, it's the same play. Jacob, he's just very high, right?
Yeah.
It's quite obvious that.
it's over. I think we can go to the bait and film now, Coach.
Just a couple things. I was watching this last night. Linebackers, okay, especially Malik, you got to watch when you're in 42, right? You got to make sure you're playing like a linebacker, okay? So you're taking your read steps, you're getting downhill because you start to back up a little bit, okay? When you're in 1 free, you can take your read steps back, right? Start about 5 or 6, take your read steps back, and then make your read. But when we're in cover 3, okay, you've got to play like an inside linebacker, read and then downhill, okay? And Clovis, when they're in I, where are you supposed to line up? What's that? Head up the tight end, right? Because once, maybe even twice on the last film too, we had you and Akash both outside the tight end, right? Obviously that leaves a big gap. So we'll go a little ways in here because we've already watched quite a few plays here.
We have to add Prince and Donovan to our roster today. With those other 2 deleted, hopefully the program will be. I emailed your mother and told her to make that change in time.
Okay, so this is it's still very choppy. This is the play pass here, right? So we've got, it's kind of like our rain, only the tight end doesn't get very deep. When it's not the big kid, okay, who's not there anymore, the other tight end does get to a 10-yard out. But he just sets up, blocks for a count, and then he just kind of releases out. And you got 2 guys right beside each other.
The real key is what? What part of that formation key is their play? The overback, right? The overback, and they've got no reason.
It's right here.
That's not going to go. That's the play. That's where it's going.
Yeah.
Yell it out.
So it's not
coming this way.
Which is why we're way overplaying that king, right? And even the split backs, they didn't really run weak at a split. They only ran to the strong side, so that's why we're overplaying that one as well. If they start getting us weak, if they kind of see that and they start gouging us weak, then we can make some changes.
Just tell by their personnel too. They'll put their best blocker at tight end, wherever that would be. They'll declare somebody as their best blocker, and their best blocking back will play up. Okay, probably not 5, because he's the best running back, right? So somebody else besides 5, and then come that way. That'll be their opening philosophy, right? Until we shut it down. And we have to shut it down. When they come out of that game, fellas, they're going to think one thing about us. These guys are tough on defense. That's what we want them to think. Those guys hit on defense. Shut them down, take care of it, and we'll go on from there.
So obviously the big change we have here in this, we're going to be an under, Clovis is going to be right up. Hopefully still Akash is going to take the down block from the tight end. And then these guys will be in the same position, and then we got Malik over here. Okay, so we should have no problems on an off-tackle play here.
Make them bounce and run them into the sideline.
Yeah, we want to squeeze everything down, make them bounce. Malik should be unblocked on all these plays. He's going to have 30 tackles by the end of the game.
Would Michaela Kerr and Katie Chapman please come to Mrs. Thompson's office? That's Michaela Kerr and Katie Chapman.
That's where he wants to go anyways. This is quads. Okay, so Clovis, right, in practice, a couple times you did the same thing here, right? You got a little bit too much depth. You see how that's open? Okay, so you can't get that much depth. Okay, you've got to look to that. You should be about 3 yards, not 4 or 5. Okay, about 3 yards. Okay, still take your read step. That's going to get you to the proper depth. Okay, in case they do run. I don't know. I guess they're not really going to run out of this, but just start getting your depth out to the number 1. Okay, and then looking for this guy running a 0. I think you did it better the second time around. You see how he's wide open though, right? Because in this particular case, you got too much depth. Okay, so it's split backs. Again, we should be in good position to handle this. Clovis, you're going to be the pitch guy, right? Because they're going to block down in a Kosh. Clovis, you're going to be the pitch. You're going to take the quarterback, and then Malik is going to take the pitch guy. This ends up working out okay for us, obviously. You guys, there's going to be opportunities for some big plays. I think we might have dropped maybe 3 or 4 picks, like literally right in our hands this game. Okay, we got to capitalize a little bit better. Right? We were better last game we played. Okay, we capitalized when the ball hit us in the hands on defense. We tended to catch it. Okay, last year we seemed to have problems with this. Ball would hit us in the hands and we would drop it. Okay, you're allowed to catch the ball on defense.
When you get 4 last game?
Yeah.
Get 4 this game, you do more. And offensively, you're not going to turn it over.
Yeah.
Hand over football.
So that's going to be some keys for us. So they're in split backs. They're running power to the tight end here. Still going to be in our under. And Clovis, we want you to really squeeze down, right? Okay, really, as soon as you see them block down, you squeeze right down, take on the fullback. Don't skate at all. Even though he's going to release a little bit wide, that's okay. Okay, force him. He wants to get inside out on you, right? That's where all his blocking is set up. Okay. I mean, out of that split backs, you might even just be able to shoot inside him anyways, right? Like if he's going to take a real wide release like that, you're unblocked, you know, he takes that real wide release on you, just shoot right inside of him, and that's okay because we got Malik over top as well, right? Like if you do that once or twice, you're going to force his angle to be a little tighter, right? And then, you know, and then by then, now we're going to squeeze everything down. He's going to bounce it out, okay? But don't widen. I know that's what you're accustomed to doing, right? Because you're our contain guy, but we have Malik outside of you in that when you're in that under position. Okay. So I was mentioning this to you in practice, Malik, but this is coming. This play is coming right at you, right? And you can't be too slow. As soon as you see down block, out block, fullback coming towards you, you got to be flying to the line of scrimmage. And you're quick enough, you're going to be there, right? Take him on with your inside shoulder, okay? To force the cutback inside, okay? So if you're on the left, take him on with your right shoulder. If you're on the right, take him on with your left shoulder, okay? Okay, but you're just a little bit slow reading there, right? I don't know if you're just kind of taking it easy for some reason, but don't do that in the game, right? You got to be right up in that hole. As soon as you see down block, out block, okay, now I'm coming to fill right away. You're a little tentative, okay? We don't expect you to make the tackle there. I just expect you to make the...
If they're the same on their punt, they line up this guy to the wide field. So they don't have a wide receiver to the short field. They just have their regular lineup to end. So that's 7 guys, right? A tight end on the left and a tight end on the right. 2 backs that are kind of a little bit skewed, kind of weird. They got one guy back and then another slot there, but I think it's supposed to be a double slot. I think what they do is they set up similar to what you would do on an extra point. I think they just say, hey, make it like extra point. We got one extra guy who's a holder, put him out here. I think that's what they've done. So these guys are kind of the side backs on an extra point scenario, and they're not really together, but that's the way they line up. And then this guy is the only wide receiver to the wide side. And I would suspect the punter would be deeper this time. And I would also suspect...
To Madame Darlene Martin, please contact the office. Madame Darlene Martin, please call local 4131.
You may not snap it back very well, right? So let's get in there and pick up a loose ball, get a short field.
Can we just drop how we're going to do our punt rush? Because it's a little different.
Yeah. Let's set on the very end there.
Keeping track of the temperature.
Oh, yeah, user. There's paper towel there.
Yeah, we got tape. So they have an end on this side?
Yeah, and an end here too. Your white end.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
And then I've got here.
Okay. So we're gonna, in our return, okay, so we've still got our tackles here, our ends here, okay, we've got Sam, okay, Will here. Okay, Mike, you're still gonna be in the middle. So Malik is still back. Okay, we're gonna have our corner here, okay, and bump, okay, and then Slater. We're gonna have you out here coming off the edge as well. There, we're missing one more corner. Just get you.
He's got to cover that.
Yeah, he's got to cover this in. We'll get you to just come off there. We'll just get 2 guys on this guy. Okay, if we're running our return. Okay, we're running any sort of return. Okay, so if we're running a, so we're going to, we don't have to cover this guy. I guess we should cover him as well, right? So we should just cover him. So you're just going to come in and rush on the outside of this guy. If he releases, just go with him. Okay, Slater.
Okay.
So you're just going to come on the outside of this guy. If he rushes, okay, then go with him. Otherwise, you're just containing the kick, okay? And then after his kicks, okay, his return middle, okay, you're going to try and work inside this guy, push him out, okay? Clovis, same thing with you, right? This guy you don't have to cover, so you can just rush, okay? Try to make a block. You can just come off the edge and rush that. All right? Same thing on this side, okay? This is Jacob Dodd. Okay, Jacob, so you're just going to rush. You're going to be coming off the edge there. Right? Otherwise, and then here, okay, if you're rushing, you guys can go through your various gaps. Okay, if we are, if we're setting up a return, this guy's the field, the return is going to be away from that anyways. So these guys are all going to press. Okay, this will be our wall return. Okay, you guys are going to rush. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now you're going to flip around and set up the wall. Okay, you're going to press to the inside as well. Okay, corner still in coverage. Okay, you can look to pick up this guy as he comes out. Because everyone's got a guy pressing to that side. Okay, so this will be our wall return.
That's based on far side like last week.
What's that?
That's based on side like last week.
This is side, yeah. So these guys, this is the hash. Okay, this is the sideline, and the sideline's over here, so it's the wide field. Okay, so if we're gonna run a wall return towards the sideline. Okay, 1, 2, 3 guys are blocking, and these guys are coming around. Okay, so that's gonna be our wall return. Okay, if we're going to our middle return, okay, it's pretty simple. Just get on your guy. 1, 2, 3. Okay, pressing. You're gonna still come to the outside here, Clovis, though, to make sure it's kicked. Okay, same thing with Jacob Dodd, whoever's playing Will there. Okay, you're going to still come to the outside and make sure that it's kicked. Okay?
Okay. We're just about ready, guys. Just make sure you clean up all the garbage there. Prince, if I can get your form. Make the roster changes by.
We still study.
Yeah, we're still going to double there.
Get on the field a good time. We'll be a little shorter than getting practice by about a half hour. Okay.
Yeah. 2 days. Oh, yeah, right now. Nice shoes. Two slippers.
Hey, look, I found my t-shirt.
So the manager, you didn't come back. Yeah. Feeling okay? You're good? All right. No. So tomorrow, so today, you're still just gonna practice as usual, and then the game is you gonna dress with you. Yeah, you just won't play. But you're not gonna play. You just need to do it. You have to get it. And then on Monday, you do a professional test for practice. Okay. Ready to go. Okay. Yeah, of course. Come to practice today. I'm just still
I'll
going
get you the, your jersey and number tonight. It's all set up for the rest of the year. Check it out, it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
It'll be hard to start.
It's tough to start. It's tough to start because you're going to learn a lot of stuff.
You know, you're learning something brand new. The overall tendency will be to say, you know, but tough enough. You look like a guy that's doing something. You got a little bit in there.
All right. We'll see you out there today. Okay.
Could Devin Cudmore and Kanav Kalia, and then meet Sidhu and Dinesh Kushal and Jordan Watkins. Please come to the office. Thank you.
I need help on the last one.
Yeah, the last one for sure. The last whole page or just the last question?
Number 14, the answer.
Hey, Mr. Gardner, are you gonna want it?
No, you may not. Yeah, that's fine. Just remind me when you gotta go, okay? Don't just walk out. Just say, I gotta go now.
Yeah.
Is it wrong or am I wrong?
It might be wrong.
I was like, I felt that I could.
No, the answer.
Hey, Hamza, how's it going? Good. You in here again? Did I teach you last semester?
No.
Or was it Miss Tomchuk? What'd you get on the provincial?
I got 47.
Oh, on the provincial? No, I thought you got higher on that, didn't you?
I got 51 in the full, and it said my foundations.
Yeah.
And then I come here and they're like, no, I have to redo it.
Oh, they actually told you, did they?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Um,
They also told me to ask you when I can leave for the grade 11.
oh,
Should I go on the first one?
what do you want to do? Go on the second one, I think would be better for you.
Yeah.
Because we usually do notes first, right?
Yeah.
So. Okay, sounds good, Hamza. Let me get you a sheet for you. Here's this. Just. Just A block, right? Yeah. A block. You guys said there's a problem with one of the answers? Was this the one? Is it? Okay, so divide by 2. 42. What's this one? 28. Divide by 2. 21, 14, 7, 3, and 2. So your GCF is 2 squared times 7, which is 28. And the LCM equals 2 cubed times 3 times 7. What's that? 168?
From this instruction, at this time we'll be calling our first group of grade 11s for the grade 11 assembly. For the following teachers, please accompany their classes to the theater. Mrs. Paula Sadu, Mr. Vidal, Miss Bird, Madame Castonguay, Madame Darling-Martin, and Mrs. Hagan, please proceed to the theater. Thank you.
So it's supposed to be 28? 168. Okay, so please note that change this question right here. The GCF should be 28, and the LCM 168. Erica?
For 14, I have to do it in the manufacturing records, so you have to like split them, especially when you're selling. Prime factor. Well, the prime factor method
is kind of, yeah, I guess I didn't do it in the prime factor method. I don't really, yeah. I've kind of gone back and forth over this over the years. Sometimes I say, yeah, absolutely, but now I'm kind of leaning to do whatever method you want. But really the prime factor method is going to be when you have a question like the word problem. Okay, that's when you got to kind of go with the prime factor method to understand that. Sorry. Okay. So let's go over C right now. The GCF is 6. So the GCF is in both numbers. So number 1 and number 2, they both have the GCF factors as part of their factorization. Okay, so the GCF is 6, that's going to be 2 times 3. So both of these have to have 2 times 3. Okay, we're working backwards here. Okay. Now for the LCM, it's 168. So for 168, let me just factorize that. Divide by 2, I get 84. 2, I get 42. 2, I get 21. 7, and 3. Okay, so for the LCM, it's going to be 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 7. I'm writing out the long way to show you this. What we have to do is the GCF is right here. We don't want to overlap that. So what we got left over then are these two numbers. Sorry, those three numbers. Okay, so they have to split up. Okay, so you can have all of them on one number. But the problem then is what would be the other number? 6. And the rule is 1 can't be 6. So that's telling us that there must be at least one of these down below. And that's where we can get different combinations. Okay, so what we could do is move one of these down here. Okay, and cross it off up top. So this would then make this one 12. And this combination would be, what, 12 times 7, 84? Okay, so that could be one of the numbers. Or you can move one of them. Hold on, am I doing this right? 2 times 3 is 6, times 2 is 12. 2 times 3 is 6, times 2 is 12, times 7, 84. Yeah. Or you could keep or you could have 2 times 3, 2 times 3, and then up top you could have times 2 times 2, and on the bottom 1 times 7. So you just move the 7 down. So this combination here will be 42, and 2 times 3 is 6, times 2 is 12, times 2 is 24. Okay. So you do have two possible answers there. I should go fix that up as well. Okay. That's a common question that we see quite a bit. I mean, just kind of working backwards. So you might want to start that one to kind of get the idea of how it can work and there's different possible answers. Now, usually they don't do numbers with so many different possibilities, or if there's more than, like this one has two possible answers. So they, on a multiple choice test, they would probably give you one of them, right? They won't give you both. Right? Or do multiple choice. Okay. Any questions? All right. Good. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to come up. The people on the inside rows, if you come grab 4 textbooks and hand them out, that'd be awesome. Come up. If you only need 3, just grab 3. I think you only need 3. Yeah. How many do you need? 4. How many do you need?
3.
How many do you need?
4.
How many do you need?
4.
How many? 4? How many you guys?
I need a 4.
How many? 1? Oh, by yourself, Hamza. Anyway. Okay, so right now, open up the textbook, put your name in there. This is your textbook. So it's just inside the front cover. Scratch out the last one and put your name. Don't erase, just scratch it out and put it below, okay? So the bottom name is who it's going to get to return to. If there's no name, it's probably not going to get it back. As you're doing that, please listen to me calling your name for attendance. Shavina?
Here.
Jason?
Here.
Amarin?
Here.
Ishwar?
Here.
Max?
Here.
Donna?
Here.
Robert? Jamie?
Here.
Gagan?
Here.
Javier? Lindsay?
Here.
Jason?
Here.
Revere?
Here.
Melissa?
Here.
Sonny?
Here.
Taylor?
Here.
Anthony?
Here.
Christina?
Here.
Victoria?
Here.
Ruben?
Here.
Carson?
Here.
Natalie?
Here.
Sumafri?
Here.
Erica?
Here.
Zachary?
Here.
Jasmine?
Here.
Liam? Liam Zacher? Wait, let's switch that to. Anyone here see anything called? Besides Hamza? Shafi, put it last name, right? Shafi. Do we have new students? His name's Hamza. Say hi, Hamza. Nice to make you feel welcome, guys. Okay. Good. Does everyone have their name in the textbook? All right, so what I want you to do right now is I want you to look on your outline. You'll see on yesterday's homework, it'll say page 140, numbers in brackets 6, 15, bracket OL. What does that mean? Odd letter. So for question 6, you would do always start with A, then do C, then do E. So you're skipping letters. So OL stands for odd letter. So for question 6, A, C, E, and that's called all. Okay? And then for question 15, A, C, E. Notice the comma, it's not 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, it's 6, comma 15. So that means you only use question 6 and question 15 on letter. Any questions about that? Then for 15 listed twice, really weird, don't know why. Okay. And for 16, ACE. Question 17, do all of it. Question 19, do letter A. Okay. Please start on that right now, just reviewing GCF and LCF. Go. All right, I'm going to give you 10 minutes to work on that, okay? Then we're going to move on to today's work. You have more time right here to work on it. Yeah. Oh, sure you. 1 second, okay? Great, Leslie. Benny, go ahead.
Oh, he did seven.
Donna. That's what they do.
37,
379. Jean, I'll come over to you. 1 second.
Where are we looking for this?
On the block, over the map. Let's get the initially at the map. Go ahead. Number 5.
227355.
You have a question first? No, you just, yeah. Well, because Grace pointed back, you need two numbers, right? So you need this number and another. Yeah. These are all the contact positions. So these, you guys sound the mistake. For example, sum 5 divided by 5. Is that okay? So those, you have all the same numbers. If you have 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 5, 5. So you have all the others after this. If the orders are different, that's fine. Just when you write it, put it in 5. Is that always? Yeah. If you did like 15 or 10, then you're running into problems. Like, I see that, but then also the shorthand, right? The shorthand's always wrong. You always want to keep it fine. So not too much special. Do you have a passion? You can GCF.
Pardon this interruption. At this time, we're calling Group 2, grade 11 classes, to proceed to the theater and enter in the hallway adjacent to the counseling center. Following teachers, please bring your classes down to the theater. Madame Jolie, Mr. Chris Lowen, Mrs. Numi Sadu, Mrs. Meyer, Mrs. Louisa Marie Fraser, and Mrs. Sharon Fraser. Please bring your classes to the theater. Thank you.
Use power so each part is characters. So that's like 6 equals 2 times 3. So they want you to factor 6 into 2 times 3. And they're using 6 equals 2 squared. So what it means by multiply is 12 equals 2 squared times 3. So that's what it's about. Okay, so basically they say do the prime factorization. Okay, you're gonna have some time to finish that up later. We're gonna move on. Before we do that, what is the worst thing you can do in math?
Not ask for help.
Not ask for help, and also not check your answers. What page are the answers on for this? Look in the back, tell me right now. 470?
Yeah.
Everyone turn to page 470 right now, please. Put your pencil where page 140 starts. 470. Touch it with your finger. Okay. So everyone knows where the answers are for this homework? Any questions? If you can't find them, you've got to just ask. You've got to check your answers. At the beginning of your homework, check them all the time, and question after question. Then maybe leave them for a couple and then come back to them. Okay, but don't do all of your homework, then check your answers. That's not good either, because you're learning things wrong. So you want to make sure you're learning them correctly. Okay? All right, perfect. So, signed course outlines. Let's collect those right now before. Okay. Rip them off. I'll collect them from the middle. So I don't want the whole package. If you don't have it signed, I'll collect it tomorrow. Okay. So rip this page off. Pass it into the middle. Last page. Rip off the last page, pass it to the middle. No, you don't have to have a password. I think I'll be Yep. We'll set it up later. Don't worry about that. All you know all that stuff. Okay? Any others? Otherwise, have it for tomorrow, please. Okay? It does take me a while to set all that up. What block is this, A or D? Good. Okay, so today what we're going to look at is we're going to do prime factorization again as we look at squares and perfect squares, kind of like me, and perfect cube roots. Okay, so we're going to start looking at squaring and square roots. They're opposites. So we have the square root of something squared. Okay, so keep that in mind. We're going to be going back and forth, as well as looking at cube roots. Okay, we're going to be doing a lot of this stuff. There's a couple fourth roots and fifth roots. Okay? You're going to have to go back and forth, and as you get used to this, you start memorizing the different ones. That's good. You want to be able to do that. Okay? So, let's look at your notes today. Ah. This will be familiar for some of you because we did look at it last year in grade 9 here at Lawrence.